I'm sorry I was so grumpy. It's just, I'm sad that I have to leave before doing all the human things that I wanted to do. I wanted to get my hair wet. I wanted to pull a hamstring, to learn the difference between toward and towards. I wanted to do that thing where you walk down the hallway and someone else is walking the other way, and then you both lean to one side and then the other, and then you both chuckle over your shared foible. I wanted to get a rewards card, any rewards card. I wanted to eat a saltine.
Oh, I actually have some saltines. Here, try this.
Pretty dry. I'm too salty. Well, going out on a real low note here. Okay, bye everyone.
In the 7th episode of the first season of The Good Place, we see Michael realizing that the problems being caused in the Good Place neighborhood that he created were likely caused by him. And so he's decided that he must retire. And while we won't get into exactly what retirement means in this scenario, suffice it to say, he's regretful of all the things that he didn't get to accomplish. That's something that all of us tend to deal with in our lives. We look back on times that have passed and thought, man, if only I'd have done this, if only I could have done that, things could be so much better now. Now, looking back and evaluating our mistakes in the past is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, that can actually help us spur forward to do the right thing in the future. But when we live looking back in the past, regretting the things that we did or didn't do, that's when things start to go downhill for us. Because see, when we live in the past, we live in denial. We live in depression. We live in anxiety. And doing that for such an extended period of time, well, that is going to affect our daily lives. And trust me, people notice.
What's happening, buddy? You have a crazy look in your eye, and you're retreating into your shirt. You're kind of like turtling.
In Philippians 3:13, we see Apostle Paul say to the church of Philippi, "Brothers, I do not consider that I have made it my own, but one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind and straining forward to what lies ahead, I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Christ Jesus." What he's saying is, I'm not going to dwell on the past. What I did in the past, the mistakes that I made back then, I'm not going to live there anymore. Instead, I'm going to look forward to what God has for me in the future, and I'm going to work towards the goals that He has laid at my feet. That should be the goal that you have for your mental health and your spiritual journey. And oftentimes that's going to require some outside help, whether that just be a few friends to lean on or professional therapy. Some cases, even medication is required to overcome a depressive state that we've let ourselves stay in for too long. But never give up striving for that future. That way, the devil will have one less button to push.
Oh man, I wanted to push that button.